In the previous lesson, we worked with the loft tool in Fusion, and we created a shape that is way more complex than the one that we generated before, and also a little bit more curvy and organic. Now, this depends on the sketch that we use to generate the loft, of course, or any other shape that we do in 3D. Now, we can then modify using 3D tools or using the sketches, so 2D tools. It's up to us. So for example, if I want to go back here and modify this circle, I can do it directly using the sketch. So I need to identify the sketch. And also we talk how to constrain the sketches. So we have this red lock, or we can work faster and less accurate, more freely, less technical. So we have also that choice. So when I find the sketch I want to change, I can then go in there and just modify it from here. And what I want to do here is create a similar shape that I have on the base of this loft. So I'm going to delete completely the circle. I'm going to create here square. So like this, and I want to apply the fillet. So you can modify and edit using these other tools. And for example, you can use the fillets directly in this 2D sketch, or you can apply the fillet later. It depends on the situation, depends on you, depends on your needs. Now, when you're working with really complex shape, you may want to add the details later before you start to put all these little things you want to work on the general shape, on the overall shape. So what I want to do here is remove some parts of this drawing, for example, and so we can see also other editing tools or modifying tools. For example, I can use the trim, which is this one also up here. So if I use the trim, I can just click on a segment and that will be removed together with the constraint that have been automatically applied. And you can see we have the gaps here that need to be closed. And just as we can trim, we can also extend. So next one is going to be extend. And this is a perfect situation for the extend. So if you click, you can see it's going to be extended and it's going to create a sharp corner in there. So a simpler shape. So we basically retrieve the initial square. And let's make some other example here. So if let me create a line. And I'm going to create also another line like this. And then I will right click. You can sketch also from here. Let's create a center diameter circle. And also let's go back up here. Let's create another shape like that. Okay, so let's see other tools here. So with the extend, I can select a limit or edge where I want to extend to, and then I can pick one of these, and this will be extended where I want to. And you can see these are still entire lines. They're not divided. But if I use the break, I can break things using intersection. So if I click there, you can see this has been broken into two parts. And then again, if I click, now I have all these other two parts that have been broken. And same thing, I can do it here. So if I break, I can break two shapes. So if I select this, you can see now I have broken this into many different pieces. So I can use, for example, this part or this part or this part. It's like doing Boolean in 3D world. So you have trim, you have extend, you have break, we can scale, we can move it. We saw all the others in previous lessons. So we completed the modify and the creation tool as well, except for here the project and include, which to use these tools you need to have 3D solids or surfaces to work with. So right now we're not going to use them. Now I want to go back to the lofts, as I said. So I want to delete this and finish the sketch. So now I change the type of loft, and something is happening here. So we have kind of a half loft, and actually I want to do something else here. Let me just go back in the sketch. So I want to create a shape within this shape. So if I create it like this, for example, with the line, it's going to take the midpoints as references. and as constraints as well. But I don't want to keep those sketch. Let's say that, well, I want to turn these lines in the edge just as construction lines. So you can see the shape now remains this one here in the center. So let me finish the sketch and let's go back here. Okay, also remember we created guides for the loft, and you want to make sure those guides, they perfectly match a point in your design. Okay, now to modify the loft, we go back down here in the timeline, right click, edit feature, and just click on the new profile. Be careful on the way you put these profiles, otherwise it's going to give you errors. You can also try to do without the guides, so you can see that this loft is going like from here and then to the bottom and then to the middle, so there is something wrong in the profile. So try to put the profile in the correct order, and then everything will work out, should work out. And also I want to go with the tangent edge right now. Again, I don't want to do anything rounded before I get into the modify of the 3D. So this is another way you can simplify the shape. So remember, the simpler the 3D shape, the more you will be able to do these other operations later. And so of course, for the same reason, I'm going to go also on the bottom sketch, which is this one here. And I'm going to fix also this. So I'm just gonna remove the corners, and this is symmetrical. So let me create an extension here of these to create the corners. Okay, and well, apparently I just need to replicate the thing also on the other side. So let's do everything nice and straight and simpler. Okay, and finish the sketch. So now we can see that it's a little bit more simple than before. And if we didn't have the guide, it was even more simple. But let's keep the guide right there. So what I want to show you is that now, since we have a simpler shape, we can put the fillet not on the original shape, but directly on the 3D shape. And again, this is your choice. So we can pick an entire face here, and I can put like 1 centimeter fillet. And you can see is having some issues here. It's trying to, make everything work for you, but it's difficult when you have complex shapes. So it will do its best to do it. And we can try also change the type, the tangency weight, and all the other stuff. There you go. So, and sometimes it is going to generate better results. And also want to go for the bottom. So again, I can fillets and choose, like, let's choose 2. And there you go. So you can see it finds it difficult on those parts because they are really complex parts. So again, the more complex the shape you will create, the more problems you will have in general. Now, another tool I want to show you is the next one, which I find it really, really interesting. It's called shell. And so let's create a shape to shell. And so we have a work plane right now, right here, because we created that with the loft in the previous lesson. So I'm going to use that to create a sketch. And let's see something else here. I want to use something we didn't use before, or we didn't mention, which is the polygon. So we have circumscribed polygon, inscribed polygon, and edge polygon. So I'm going to go with the edge polygon to start with. So you need to define an edge. So if I go like from here to here, this